And good afternoon from Pierce County High School. Side of this afternoon state playoff series, game one of round two between the Pierce County Lady Bears and the Lady Eagles of East Jackson High School. John DuPont along with Coach Mo Brown. Amberly Fuquay is our producer and camera operator. Austin Tanner, our other student camera operator. And folks, they jumped the gun on us about 10 minutes early, and so we are furiously trying to adapt. You missed the opening hitter, grounded out 4-3, and so Kim Gray now faces hitter number 2 of the day. Mo, when you're playing a doubleheader and you come far from home, I guess there's worse things to do than start 10 minutes early. But, hey, we're ready to play some ball.
Oh, I think both teams are fired up and ready to go today, John.
Seem like the Lady Bears are for sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is Libby Lance, the catcher, to shortstop.
Yes.
And throw on to first, 2 up, 2 down. Now Jesse Marvin, the pitcher. A little bit of an October wind. We saw earlier when the game started some cloud cover. More on that in a moment. It's a 1-2-3 inning. 2 outs made by the second baseman. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base.
Lady Bears are ready right here. Pumped up, ready to roll this afternoon.
So we'll go to the bottom of the first. Nothing our score. Back after this on your home for Lady Bears softball.
Hi, Scott Howard here, voice of the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, it takes a great game plan to be the best. And for real estate in Southeast Georgia, nobody knows the X's and O's like Jonathan Coleman and Jody DuPont, your brokers at Compass 360 Realty. First-timers, forever home families, and commercial buyers and sellers all look to Jody and Jonathan to make the right call. Talk to Jonathan at 282-9414 or Jody at 288-4809 today. Compass 360 Realty. Top dogs in Southeast Georgia.
Ready to start it off at the bottom of the first. It'll be our traditional top 3 of the order. Kaysen, Day, and Hunt. East Jackson 23-10 on the year. Lady Bears 28-3. One more victory ties the school record set last year. And Coach, you don't want to look. We are not looking past these ladies and all, but I can tell you that Lady Bears, they hunger for an opportunity to get back to Columbus.
Yeah.
And so not putting the cart before the horse. I think they're seeing this as kind of like, all right, you're in our way.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
They're excited. They're ready to go. But like I said, but it's always good. You just got to take it one game at a time, though.
Kaysen, the shortstop, will lead it off for the Lady Bears. Marvin wears that face cage.
Yes.
Do you think we'll see a day soon where that becomes mandatory? Has that been talked about, you know of?
I hadn't heard, a lot of them talk about it. A lot of girls like, one time we used to pitch from like 40 feet, but, they backed us up to like 43 now, Ball comes so quick off the bat.
Maybe lost a little velocity and the same time gained a little bit of safety. That's kind of the whole point, right?
Yep. What you like to say, a lot of those infielders, wear them too. If you've been hit in the face, some of them get a little timid.
I've been hit in the face with a volleyball. That does quite the same damage that a softball would do.
Who's that? I think one day I had pitching practice and we was hitting. And Mandy Williamson threw it from first and just hammered me. Busted up everything.
I bet you didn't miss a practice, though, did you?
Nope.
Out in front, she strikes out, and they throw her out 2-3. Well, I think it was my 4th grade teacher, Miss Jessie Cooper, who said, this is a misnomer. This softball, it said this thing will beat you to death if you let it.
Oh, yes, it will now.
It's not, it doesn't have the tight core of a baseball, but especially this day and age where it's all fast pitch, you better believe it can do some damage. Well, Ellie Day looking to do some damage. Fastball. This girl's got some velocity.
Got some speed on the pitch now. That's what I was noticing. I mean, she's pitching the ball pretty good right there.
You talked about the first baseman and how tall she is, and I'm noticing now, too, about this pitcher's velocity.
Oh, man, she's throwing it. We're going to have to be ready to hit the ball today.
Sometimes you see those teams like we did in round one where you'll see a team that sneaks in with a sub-500 record. When you get into round two where it's Sweet 16 and the next round goes to Columbus, you don't see any pretenders.
Oh, no,
So we know we're going to see some talent here today. Ellie fouls it back out of play.
Yeah, I mean, you won't. Yeah, they'll have to be ready to play today. The higher you go up, the tougher the competition gets.
Well, Mo, really, and we know this once you get to Columbus, literally, we say one bad inning, one bad pitch can do you in at that level. At that point. Second baseman also wearing a protective face mask.
Mm-hmm.
She's got, she gloves it for the out. Some of our student assistants, Jake Westbury and Chandler Boatwright, are actually assisting Miss Julie Allen, the press box. They're handling the DJ for the walk-up music.
Oh, are they?
We got all the bells and whistles for this
one
here,
yeah.
Mo.
Oh, they got it ready today then.
Ashley Hunt with 2 outs. Swing and misses low one. Coach Candace Douglas coaches at first.
Yep.
And Coach Robbie Spires at third, and dugout coach is Coach Erica Grady. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Ashley.
So I have to use that whole body.
That ball was up a little more, and she had a little more level swing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if that progression of swings works out to where she levels one off here. 0-2 pitch coming. There it is in the hole.
Yep.
Right there in the 5-6 hole for a base hit.
Yes. We got SB. That's Sarah Beth King coming up.
And I was about to ask you, Mo, I guess Coach Barry King's out there, right?
You know, I don't see him today out there.
I know football, I think we had an insurance meeting after school, and I know Coach Irby was there, and they might have got a late start. Maybe he was the representative for the coaches, so maybe a few more minutes before Coach King can get over here. But he'll be here for it. So with Sarah Beth bats with the runner at first. Takes a strike.
Hey, she's pitching it in there. They're going to have to step in that box and be ready to hit today.
And I told our student assistants this, and I told Jake, and Amberly knows this. When we get to this level, we're more excited. And you know how excitable I get with this stuff. Not as many jokes. It's all pretty much serious business.
It's all pretty serious business here.
Abby Cox stands on deck.
Kind of brings back memory that it might have been that first game last year when we was up at Columbus. I mean, you know, we went tit for tat. It was like back and forth, back and forth.
Must have been a dodge game or either tatting or one of the two.
Yeah. Along
the line, but foul.
Foul ball.
Because, you know, we played dodge twice, and then that Tadno game was the one where we came from behind and had those 2 home runs by Casey. Yeah, I don't think we played a single game maybe that wasn't decided by one run. I hope that's not the case today.
Oh, no.
You don't expect to run rule anybody, but you want to see these girls on both sides leave it all out there because, I mean, there are going to be some seniors on this field from one team or the other that will play their last game today. That's a sobering thought.
Oh, it is.
Full count now to Sarah Beth King.
Sarah Senator Light trying too hard there. Well, you know, when you're talking about seniors, I think, Friday night, senior night football?
You know what? We tell these kids all the time, it is over before you know it.
I'm telling you.
Football season especially.
Yes.
3-2. And she walks her.
Yep.
So we should be having
got Alexis coming out.
The state 300 meters hurdle champion coming on as the courtesy runner. Abby Cox, the right fielder. Abby was one who mid-year we were talking about had probably the best swing.
Yes.
And she doesn't get a lot of as many at-bats batting in that 5 spot as you might think because we run ruled so many people.
Right.
And so I think she's just starting to get some of that back. We sure would like to see her knock one to the fence. Doesn't have to be over the fence, you know.
Yeah. She can hit it, though.
Lady Bear's trying to stage a 2-out rally here. Runners at first and second, and Abby?
Yes.
1-0. You mentioned something I didn't notice about these same umpires. We've seen these guys.
Right. But they do it right there. They do an awesome job, though.
So we had them for round 1, and I want to think, did we have them for the region as well or not?
I believe we did up at the region tournament.
I mean, that's a plus just to get them for 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, yeah.
You know what you're getting.
Well, they're good officials. I mean, and that's what you want when you get to this level. I mean, you're gonna see good playing and you want good officiating.
You see guys that, they don't want to see, anybody's kid lose a game because of a call they made incorrectly. And I don't want to say that's not the case with every official, but look, some folks are better than others, whether it's butchers, bakers, or candlestick makers.
Yeah.
And only the best of the best are chosen for playoffs, and then the deep playoffs.
Yep.
This is the last time we'll see a two-man umpiring crew if we advance.
Oh yeah, because it'll go to 3.
Abby
That's
strikes
3 out.
Yep, for the third out. So we get runners aboard, but cannot
move them around.
It can't move around this go-around. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. Play 1 complete, nothing our score. Back in a moment on your home for the Lady Bears.
Hi, Scott Howard here, voice of the Georgia Bulldogs. It takes a great game plan to be the best. And for real estate in Southeast Georgia, nobody knows the X's and O's like Jonathan Coleman and Jody DuPont, your brokers at Compass 360 Realty. First-timers, forever home families, and commercial buyers and sellers all look to Jody and Jonathan to make the right call. Talk to Jonathan at 282-9414 or Jody at 288-4809 today. Compass 360 Realty. Top dogs in Southeast Georgia.
All right, that first baseman you talked about will lead things off. She is the number 4 hitter, so the heart of the order coming up for East Jackson here at the top of the second, 4, 5, and 6. Ashley Wortley, I'm going with here.
Is that the first baseman?
Yeah. It's kind of refreshing to see someone whose handwriting is as sloppy as mine. You'd think that would give me a leg up in deciphering it, but not really. In the air, left field.
Yeah. I think this crew here probably got a little bit more fans than we had the other day from the team from Cedartown.
Yeah, they're coming from north of Athens, up in Jefferson.
Uh-huh.
So that's a good 4.5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Good effort.
SBK gives chase. And it's 1 ball, 2 strike. Nothing our score. Kimberly Gray, the pitcher. Sarah Beth, the catcher. Left to right across the infield. Third to first. Ashley Hunt. Amber Kaysen. Reagan Rue Sykes.
I'm trying to figure out what she's trying to do here with 2 strikes, the way she's swinging. It's got 2 strikes on it. You'd think you'd be trying to take a full swing here.
Left to right across the outfield. Mary Catherine Carter in left. Ellie Day in center, wearing the visor today. And Abby Cox in right. Hitter squaring on 1-2. Gray fires this one to left field.
Oh, my God.
Cat is there. It's off her glove. Extra bases for the first baseman.
God, it didn't seem like she hit it. It seemed like she didn't put that much on it, though.
Yeah, let's be glad she didn't get a full swing, right?
Uh-uh.
Well, I said she's a stout girl, so.
Don't take much, huh?
Nope. Hannah Poole, the second baseman. Just remember to actually have a roster here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got this off, thank heavens for,
Internet.
Max Preps, yeah. So leadoff double. And now they've got a runner in scoring position. Ooh, gets
Good
underneath
pitch.
that
That was
one.
a little low. Good pitch, though.
And Gray is ahead 0-2. Top that one. The look to second.
Woo, that was close.
Punches are out at first.
That was close.
5-3 put out. .24 now is Nico Murphy. Murphy, the left fielder today. That's with 1 on and 1 out. We've got our flatbed crew out there in right center. That one way low, runner going, and she is not one that you would expect to be. You know, the bigger girls, you don't expect them to be a threat to run, but
No,
that one got far enough away, and SBK had to turn her back to track that one down.
Yeah.
So she's over there at
Hey,
third.
any other time, you better stay there on the base.
1 ball, no strikes. Gray to Murphy. Chopped at it in the hole for a base
took
hit.
that bounce right there.
And that puts them on the board. East Jackson leads 1-0.
Run on first, 1 out.
As we say, that's the way the ball bounces.
Yeah. Well, Amber, I don't know if you saw it when it went right past us, kind of like took a little hop.
Right, and of course, we're taking nothing away from that young lady because she put the bat on the ball to make
she
it happen.
did, yeah.
Those are the things everybody has to try to overcome. Swing and a miss.
Oh, yeah.
1-0 East Jackson. It's one of the newer schools. I want to think maybe about 10 years old.
Yeah.
Up there between Jefferson and Commerce, and well, actually in Jefferson area you have the Jefferson City School District. Then you have Jackson County.
Right.
For years, Jefferson overshadowed Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
'Cause I remember having played Jackson County before. We played them in softball, like slow pitch. And
Well, they were for years, Mo. They were only like Class A or Double
Yeah,
A.
they were
Obviously,
double
when you're
A.
talking about. I don't know if they ever got above that. While Liberty County, not Liberty County. Listen to me. Jackson County was 5A, and then you got East Jackson carving out of that with Commerce just to stone's throw away. And good gracious, those schools up there are growing.
Oh, yeah.
This is not even Metro Atlanta. This isn't even Gwinnett. This is just above Athens. But you have a lot of people that live in that area and in Hall County. And Hall County is a mecca, too. Because all those people travel to Atlanta.
Something like they kind of punched the ball.
Falls in front of center field, and everybody's safe. Another base hit.
But you think these big girls, but they're coming up not taking that full swing on the ball. It's almost like just punching it in the hole.
Mackenzie Arnold is the DP.
John, when you look at them here in the bottom box, they're pretty big girls. I mean, just tall, tall girls.
The way they're swinging the bat, they've got, muscle mass.
Oh, yeah.
Our girls, too,
Yeah.
work out with the weights and all.
Uh-huh.
Nobody works out harder than Rue.
Oh, no. Rue works out now.
But you are talking about, again, just body mass,
Yeah.
a different type of girl.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second, 1 run in. She was late on that one. Gray, the throw to third. Got her. Nicely done.
Whew. Oh, boy.
1-5 for the putout. She
Got to think about that.
Yeah, she looked at first, second, and third.
I forgot about the kid coming here.
Made the play. Lauren Barnett, she's a freshman, by the way. Center fielder. And a chant LB for Lauren Barnett. Slow roller. Was that foul ball? Yes.
Yeah, dead ball.
The difference between North Georgia and South Georgia. Elevation plays a role, I think. I think our girls are conditioned because they play in the humidity, but they've got to be, I guess, conditioned because they play at higher elevation. And we always talk about 2 years ago when we played at Chapel Hill in the second round and how cold it was. And what is it now, 70, 80 degrees here?
Yeah.
And also late October. 1 ball, 1 strike. Game 1 now, game 2 of the series to follow, and then the if game, 2 o'clock Thursday.
Oh, man.
In the air to center field. It's going to be over Ellie's head. She's trying to find a handle on it. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores.
Oh, throw the ball while we're holding it.
Murphy scores from second. Hill scores from first, and it's 3-0 visiting Lady Eagles. A 2 RBI double.
You know, I don't know, but like I said, it's just kind of puzzling here with the strategy because it's not like me not trying to like take a full swing on the ball.
Faith Grooms, the leadoff hitter, back to the top of the order. She grounded out the second last time around.
That's weird. They won't let the runner come talk to him. I thought you could.
Which means if they can't do it, we can't do it.
Right.
I assume that's what it means. Well, SBK out there to talk to Kim Gray. Runner at second is Barnett. She just drove in those 2 runs. And there's 2 outs. 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Eagles. And we're almost set to resume play. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a strike to Grooms. Well, I mean, it's the middle and lower part of the order, the first go-around that's getting it done for the Eagles. Grinder foul. I want to say hello to Kylie Royer's family members, Mr. Jim Hanover, her grandfather in Vermont, and Aunt Kathy Hanover in New York.
Awesome.
And Libby Smith in Virginia, her grandmother. I think Kylie's got relatives in California, but they've been listening all year long, and we appreciate that. Rue, the backhanded stop attempt. Can she get her? No, and
come on.
Runners rounding the bases.
We got to call a little timeout here.
We are in a mess. Barnett scored to make it 4-0.
Coach Spires coming out of the dugout here. We got to have a little prayer meeting here at the pitches now.
Let's score that a single, then RBI, and she takes second on the air. It's 4-0. I mean, Rue had to go to her right and try to backhand. I don't think there was anything. I think that was clean enough there, but it was the throw not in time that also got away, which puts her on second. Pierce County, a perennial top 5 team these days, and we've got a reputation for it. But
well, we're not kind of used to like being behind here.
But see, Mo, there's so many good teams up there because there are so many teams above the net line, and particularly in this area we just described. That,
right.
You know, we may be a big fish in a small pond down here, but up there, there's so many.
They
play against the likes of Bufords and those folks all the time. So
we've
got our work cut out for us. Going to have to earn it. And runner to third. Gets away and she'll score. We just got a case of the yips right now. Put it in golf terminology.
Just need to settle down right here and take it easy.
2 errors in the inning, and it's 5-0. We only lost 3 games during the regular season. And one of those, we got run ruled by Jeff Davis, and it was kind of a humbling, and we were reminded that we were human. And that's what this first inning is doing, and let's hope that it's only a first inning thing. 5-0. Gray delivers the 1-1 high. Kind of getting things together there. I can't say that it's anything, on her part. These girls do know how to hit the ball. Scooped.
Yep, there's 3 out.
Thrown off for the out.
It's got to come back here and hit the ball right here.
Well, the Eagles score 5 runs in that inning, and they do it on 5 hits, including a couple extra base hits. There were 2 Lady Bear errors. Nobody left on base. We played 1.5. Lady Bears trail 5-0 coming to bat after this on your home of the Lady Bears.
Oh, that's low. That's low. That's low.
Look, he's watching.
Back here in Bearville, Lady Bears coming to the dish, trailing 5-0, bottom of the second. Want to say hello to all-time #1 Pierce County Bears fan, Bill Walker. He's watching the game via the NFHS network of Pierce County Nursing Home.
Hello, Bill.
Bill, say hello to Stagg for us, and he might be there watching it with you.
Yeah. Hey, Bill's a true fan.
Always will be. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for the Lady Bears.
This kid pitches pretty good.
Or excuse me, 6, 7, and 8 as it's Sykes, Royer, and Carter, and it's 0-2 to Rue. Punches in the third, misplayed off the glove, but in time to make the play. 1 gone. Kylie Royer, the first baseman. She's the one with that national fan base.
Uh-huh.
Which means there are people in Vermont, New York. I don't know if upstate, is it upstate New York? Long Island? I don't know. I didn't get the word on that. But in that region, that there are also Pierce County Bears fans, because you know the families having watch parties and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, they probably are.
We need them to send some good vibes down this way. We're in a kind of a pickle here. 0-1 to Royer. Just like I can't point to anything necessarily that one person did wrong for Pierce County. Marvin has got good velocity, but I don't know that she's been so overpowering that she's unhittable. But now she's got the confidence of a 5-0 lead.
Yeah.
That always puts a little something extra,
It's
extra mustard.
It's kind of like if you ever make one error, it's kind of like it's contagious.
Yeah, hitting is contagious. Errors are contagious.
Yes.
Everything is contagious. And young ball players, especially baseball and softball players, they tend to be so superstitious about that kind of thing anyway. 1 ball, 2 strikes, which adds that element of psychology to coaching. If you can get them to believe it, right? Get them to buy into it.
Got to.
Sometimes coaching is nothing more than saying, "Hey, that thing you did right last time, do that again. Only do it better." And on to first, 2 gone. We are putting the ball in play. Okay, let's see. 1 strikeout, a pop-up on the infield, a base hit, a walk, a strikeout. Well, we put it in play 3, 4 times now. Into the field of play.
We got Cat at the bat.
Got 1 runner as far as second. We're fouling quite a few off today. Jenny Aldridge on deck. Left fielder.
It drops.
Texas League single. Oh, with a throw. Almost scared us a little bit
I know
there. And a seeing eye double. We'll take it.
Cat was moving on that. I thought I looked like that Jenny, but that's old Cat.
You know, sometimes Cat's a little bit taller than Jenny. He's up there now, but sometimes if they were the same height, you'd have a difficult time
trying to tell
just looking at the way they run.
Because Cat was moving out.
Because Jenny's a switch hitter, so if she's hitting from the right side and Cat's hitting from the right side, again, sometimes you got to look to see who it is.
Take the numbers right, yeah.
Hey, you know what? Maybe that starts a big inning. Out of play. Austin Tanner, our camera operator, having to dodge a few bullets up there today. Yeah, we gotta refill. We gotta open up another 5-gallon bucket of those softballs. I don't know what do they call that? It used to be the Nuke Blue Dot. Do you know what they call them now? Who the main manufacturer is?
Oh, God mighty. Hadn't asked. Wilson, I believe.
All right, 0-1. That's what's so good when Blake Smith is here. He's a sporting goods guy. Yeah. He always knows because he sells them.
Yeah, SS Wilson.
And it's 0-2 to Jenny Aldridge. Runner at second. We trail 5-0. Smacks this one into play. Third baseman can handle it. Safe her out, and she's got her. A little collision there.
Oh.
Well, we got to get the confidence so we can put the ball in play for one thing. So no runs on another hit, no errors, and one left on base. So we've gotten 2 runners in scoring position on 2 hits, but we trail 5-0. Go to the top of the third. Back after this on your home for the Lady Bears.
Hi, Scott Howard here, voice of the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, it takes a great game plan to be the best. And for real estate in Southeast Georgia, nobody knows the X's and O's like Jonathan Coleman and Jody DuPont, your brokers at Compass 360 Realty. First-timers, forever home families, and commercial buyers and sellers all look to Jody and Jonathan to make the right call. Talk to Jonathan at 282-9414 or Jody at 288-4809 today. Compass 360 Realty. Top dogs in Southeast Georgia.
Well, the pitcher will lead things off. Marvin. 3, 4, and 5 spots. They sent 8 to the plate last go around.
Yeah. Got that wide stance right there, too.
Got all 5 of their runs at the top of the second. Now it's top of the third. Yeah, she does. She's got that front foot in the almost touching the white line of the front box. Fouls out of play over to the football stadium a little bit. This team, I believe, came in last night. I was talking to Coach Spires around 9:30 last night. She mentioned she was expecting a team in any time into town. So,
yeah, somebody texted Stephanie King, who was eating lunch today, and it said, "Hey, I believe that team was in town. They was all at Subway eating lunch today."
So they believe in eating fresh.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ooh,
she hit that ball hard. And they are. They're smacking it.
Yep.
That is hit number 6. And a courtesy runner for the pitcher. That'll be number 5 for the Eagles. Maddie Brooks.
And 22 up the bat.
Remember what she did last time? She hit a double.
Mm-hmm.
Came around and scores. She's
Yeah.
1 for 1.
Didn't really put a lot of whip on the ball neither.
Well, look what she's doing now. Squaring it, now pull back, and now she swings away.
They got quick bat speed.
I'm telling you, we see these girls that do that a lot. They'll wait till almost the point of exact delivery,
and then just
whip it back, and then.
Yep.
I'm not sure if that sound effect came through on the mic. That was.
Yep.
You can feel the breeze from the bat from here.
I know it.
We got flatbed trailers in left field and in right center. The 0-1 forthcoming. Taking a while to get set on this. Here we go. In the air. Got underneath it.
Must be out.
you know, the flatbed trailers, that's something we've done for years in baseball, but you know, unfortunately, because of some fan conduct, we had to. The administration decided to amend allowing people out there, and what they've actually done here is, you know, you've got the players and coaches and a few other folks that are able to park inside. Fans are not able to park inside.
Right.
They do have the flatbed trailers, so they can use that for extra seating.
Yeah.
Just can't bring the vehicles out there to the way they did before.
Right.
It's 1-2, and she is squaring again.
I know during baseball they'd have them a grill out there now.
Exactly. First base, Kylie's got it.
God.
Jim Gray got run over.
Yeah, she about got ran over there.
One gone. I think the standard was when in baseball, when we went over and played Appley a few years ago, you had people with tents 3 deep in the outfield.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we'll ever match that again, but you know, this is the biggest series you'll ever see played at home, as long as we stay under the tournament format, because it'll always be in a neutral site.
Mm-hmm.
And we need those gate receipts to help finance those trips when they come around, if another trip is in the offing. 4, 6, 3, did not able to get the back end of that double play.
Came close.
Nice backhand. The 4-6 relay from Rue. She was styling like an option quarterback there, Mo.
Yeah.
Cuts down the lead runner. That's 2 gone. And Poole reaches on a fielder's choice. Now Nico Murphy. RBI single and a run scored last time for her. You know, Rue could play football. I think she played. I know Sarah Beth did, and I think Rue might have played in that Powder Puff game. Amberly says yes.
I tell you what, we got one of our middle school softball players. We thought she was going to play basketball. She's going to wrestle. But she probably could handle it.
Oh boy, I wonder how the athletic director feels about that. Throw on the first.
We're trying to get her to stick with basketball, but
the snap throw and I know from having coached, I know that is a growing thing among the girls participating in wrestling. I was talking with Chris Davis. We had an AD meeting yesterday, and Chris Davis and Jeff Davis, you know, coaches. Oh gosh, booted it short, and we set it out of the inning there at first and second.
Yeah. He coaches wrestling for Jeff Davis High School, but he said at one of their meetings at Georgia High School, probably not this year, but next year. But, you know, girls can wrestle with the boys on the high school team. But I think starting next year, they would have a division at state tournament for the girls. So the girls would be able to compete against each other for state. Another
angle or another subtext to Title IX, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well, what in the world? That's our third inning or error of this game.
I know it. We just need to settle down here. I don't know if we're just a little bit too hyped up or just kind of need to settle down.
You know, we're minus 1 pitcher because Tiffany's not able to address with that injury of hers. Yeah. And I don't want Gray to get too overwhelmed. She's not doing a bad job. And again, it's not any one thing, but the pitcher always feels the pressure a little bit more.
Right. She's like the pressure on the pitcher.
Well, no runs.
As Amber, she's a little bit aggravated with herself. Ball popping up and let her on her when she's feeling it.
1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. So we've played 2.5.
Hi, Scott Howard here, voice of the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, it takes a great game plan to be the best. And for real estate in Southeast Georgia, nobody knows the X's and O's like Jonathan Coleman and Jody DuPont, your brokers at Compass 360 Realty. First-timers, forever home families, and commercial buyers and sellers all look to Jody and Jonathan to make the right call. Talk to Jonathan at 282-9414 or Jody at 288-4809 today. Compass 360 Realty. Top dogs in Southeast Georgia.
Back here in Bearville, Lady Bears on a whole 5-0 against East Jackson. You were just talking about now. Of course, you were at the region tournament at least on day 2, and I was not. But you were drawing some comparisons to that Dodge game there. Did we fall behind in that one, or what was the deal?
No, well, when we came back and played them for the championship, that's
right.
When, I mean, we came out hammering the ball. I mean, just hitting it. I mean, we went up 5-0 right off the bat on them.
Big cut by Amber, and you know she's trying to make amends for that error. And so there's her motivation. So, again, to settle down. She's a senior. All these ladies have been here.
And the thing about it, they can hit. You know, we just got to settle down and hit the ball.
No doubt. It's a pressure of, you know, I got to make right with my teammates. And she looks at the strike there, 0-2.
Yeah.
And that is high. She crouches low in that batter's box. It's just me, or is she getting maybe a wider, lower stance than she's had in the past?
Yeah, she is going down a little bit lower.
And I guess some of those things happen naturally and maybe for good, but it's usually for bad, isn't it? Because when you get in a slump, you start looking at
trying to figure out what you're doing wrong.
Your bat motion and all that.
And that's the worst thing. You just kind of need to just settle down and just do what you've been doing.
She was a little more vertical that time. That one buzzed in tight, 2-2. Marvin cuts it loose. Swing and a miss. Amber down on strikes for the second time today. So what that means is, and she's frustrated, bless her heart, just means she's going to have a stronger finish.
Right.
Ellie popped up to second in her other go-around. One gone, and we trail 5-0. Lady Bears will be the designated visiting team for Game 2. So again, if you like that postseason flavor, here's the team that is in your way, and they have the advantage right now.
Right.
Now our girls, it's not an insurmountable hill to climb.
Nope.
But let's knock a dent in it this inning right here.
We need to. There we go.
Starting with that. Single to left field, and that is hit number 3. See, we had a hit in every inning.
Yeah.
So how we followed that in the past, okay. In the first inning, Ashley had a single. Sarah Beth followed with a walk. In the second, Kat had a 2-out double, and we followed that with a ground out. So how do we follow up this single?
So hopefully we can get Ashley right here.
Well, Ashley's 1 for 1.
Yep.
Runner at first. They jump there. That's Ellie.
I think that picture was like, God, what was that?
And that's the thing. There's a different flavor.
Yeah.
North Georgia versus South Georgia. I don't know how much they run up there.
You know, and then like too, and down here it's just outright hot down here where we play. And I mean it's.
Well, we talked about that too. We said why not start earlier? It probably works to the visitors' advantage in this case.
Yeah.
A North Georgia team that we're starting later.
Man, I mean, play when it's hot.
For what? Yeah, for what that's worth. Yeah. You know, little things like that. I don't know that they don't mean as much as ball placement and hitting the cutoff and getting base hits. But
no.
Take every little bit you can get, though, right?
You're right about that. There you go.
She had to go range far to her right. Beats it out. So back-to-back hits. And now Sarah Beth, who walked last time up.
Sarah Beth needs what we say. We use the girls back. Sarah Beth about to do.
Yeah, Sarah Beth, because she only had a walk last time. For her, that constitutes being due. And I can tell you, her mama, I don't know if Miss Stephanie got any sleep last night. She was posting on Facebook all night long.
Was she?
Yeah. Cut back. Because every year, you know, these girls are like, okay, you know, it's been another year of travel ball and playoffs and all. This is it for the senior class.
Oh, this is it.
This is it for another senior class. This last playoff run. They won't have another opportunity because this time next year, some of them, like Sarah Beth, will be in college.
You know, so somebody and I was talking this morning, you know, because we were talking about kids being seniors and they don't realize this is it. You know, that's not another chance. You know, like you can't say, well, we'll do it next year. You know, you got to do it now.
Can't do that when you're a senior. That's right. And it's 1-2 on Sarah Beth. Outside.
Way to watch.
And as hungry as she always is for a base hit, you know, that's good.
Use one from her right now.
Good discipline at the plate. 2-2 back to the screen. Stays live.
And she's going to be going to Alabama, right?
I always forget if it's West Alabama or West Georgia.
Yeah. No, I think it's Alabama.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, the one thing she wants before that happens is some sort of championship ring. Out of play, out of play.
Woo! That's
Falls
close, man.
just over the fence.
Uh-huh.
And so we always worry because we've got Miss Patty Sykes on the ladder. We got Austin
up top,
and then a few others of us around here.
That's what Miss Maddox said. She's like, oh, my God. Stay worried about our guys up top.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty good.
Ball gets away. Everybody moves up. Pop slide to third for Ellie. And Ashley in the second. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now you know she just wants to
she wants to hit now.
Just wreck it. 3-2. Down low, and she walks again. Hustles down to first base.
You know, and then they may not be wanting her to hit. You know?
That's not a bad call for them.
They've probably done their homework on her, too.
Ellie at third, Ashley at second, Lex at first. We've got a Lexus at first. We got a Cadillac at the plate. We got a Lexus at first. How about that?
Bases loaded right here. We need to make something happen. 1 out.
Abby Cox struck out, which makes her do also. Sarah Beth was head slapping Rue. Rue told her twice that's enough. Everybody's got their state of mind. Some are a little more keel than others.
Yeah.
But we got to get something out of this, Mo.
We got to.
With bases loaded full of Lady Bears and just 1 out.
Got to make something happen right here.
And Abby Cox misses it, but it was a good cut. She's going to step out. She's going to time that. In the air. Well, that's not what we wanted, but it's it's out number 2, so we're still
alive. We got Rue.
We still make something happen.
Rue just need to come up with a big hit. Hey, step up and be a big senior right here.
2 gone, but base is still loaded.
Let's go, Ray.
There's Rue batted behind us, telling her let's
Rue
go.
grounded to third last time.
We just need to get on the board here.
But if she rips it along just inside that third base bag, we could score a couple.
Yes.
Couldn't catch up with that one. 1-1.
Head on the ball, Roy.
Royer due up next. 5-0 bottom of the third. Game 1, round 2 of the state playoff series.
Man.
There's a strike 1 and 2.
Got to be ready right here now. It's got 2 on you.
So winner of this
1-2
series
count.
moves on, and the loser's done for the year, so there's no room for error. 1-2 to Rue. Called strike 3.
Hey,
and we
gotta
come
be
up
swinging.
empty.
Got to be swinging when you got 2 strikes on you. Anything close, you got to be ready.
No runs for the Lady Bears in the third. 2 hits, no errors. And 3 left on base. We played 3 complete and trail 5-0. Back at the ballpark right after this on your home with the Lady Bears. Well, we'll let the bases jammed.
Yep.
Still trail 5-0. 0-5-0, that's your line score through 3 for the Eagles. 0-0-0, Goose Eggs for the Lady Bears. Arnold leads it off. Eight, 9, and 1 spots due up.
Foul ball.
One ball, one strike on Arnold. It's quieted down on our side, but with,
yeah.
the chants you can hear, that's from the visitors' dugout.
Side, yeah.
Enjoying the 5-0 cushion right now. Buckled her knees a little bit, but she didn't offer up at that low one.
That was 2-1 count.
I keep looking at this coach from the side thinking that's Ron Spell.
You know, it's like he look like somebody we know.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Oh, 2-2.
Mo and I have been around forever, so everybody looks like somebody does.
Yeah.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah. Let him settle down right here. Throw a strike in there.
Gray, and now the pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss there. She could use a strikeout right about now. Has yet to get a strikeout in this game. Always like to see who's here. And this is as large a crowd as we've had yet. It is from our booth here, our scaffolding, on the third base line all the way around to the other dugout. There's not a seat to be had.
It's full.
Grounded to second. Ruse
Ooh,
got it. Shovels
man.
it for the out.
A little bit high there, ain't it?
And I always like to see who comes by. I saw a couple of former Lady Bears. Jesse Thrift was here a minute ago.
Yeah, I just saw Jesse.
When these girls grow up and get married, we always call them by their maiden name, though.
Uh-huh.
1 gone. First pitch swinging by Barnett. Into the glove of Kaysen. Out number 2. See, we had a 1-2-3 inning.
Right.
The first inning, and then that big inning. Boom. So now here we are again. We're looking at a possible 1-2-3.
Right.
Back at the top of the order, though, against Grooms, who grounded out to second and then singled.
Oh, good stop.
She hits it to second again, deep in the hole. It's going to be infield single. Can't ask any more than that from
no,
Rue.
that's good hustle. Laid out on it. Good play.
So it's a 2-out single.
Yes, Miss Patty should get that.
Oh, I know, right? She did a montage for the girls this week.
Oh, yeah, I
Using
saw
all
that
those
this
stills,
morning.
which was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
Motivational montage. 7th hit for the Lady Eagles. Down low and gets away. Runner to second. Runner on second with 2 outs.
The ball high.
Libby Lance is 0 for 2. Grounded out and reached on an error. No, excuse me. She grounded out both times to shortstop. And the count runs to 3-0.
Looks like Bell's going to have a little conference. There you go with a strike.
To the third, Ashley knocks it down, throws it to first. Oh, ball knocked away, run scores. 6-0. That is tough luck right there.
Going to probably appeal that play. But no, not going to check.
Got to score a two-base error. That's unfortunate because
yeah,
she made a decent knockdown and recovered in time.
Mm-hmm. It'll shoulder or the elbow.
Kylie's not, lying on the ground wincing in pain or anything, but you saw her arm get pulled back the other way.
That's how you can get that little jar in your arm there.
She's hardcore, man. 6-0.
Like a mom and a dad if she's tough.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she gets it honest.
I'm telling you.
And it comes to 2 outs.
We got to be careful here now, though, John. We can't let them get 2 more runs because you can 8 after 5, and that's ball game.
I could have done without being reminded of that.
Yeah, I know it.
Courtesy runner at second. And that is number 15, Gracie Wilbur. I think now that
now they're gonna probably question
now
that
that
call.
Robbie knows that Kylie's okay, they're talking about first, asking for the appeal. Either that, or I wonder if they're talking about obstruction or something. I can't really read these guys. I can't tell which way his head's moving or.
And most of the time they're not gonna.
They're taking a long time to discuss and consider at least, and then you appreciate that. And they got the out. How about that? Now is that going to bring out Coach Byram? Yep, that's going to bring him over, and he's going to. That ends the inning. But not only that, no run scores if that's the case.
If that's the case, the run comes back off.
So let's fix that. That's 5-3 on the putout. And, boy, our crew is all over that. They're going ahead and fixing that line score.
They're getting that board fixed.
You don't blame the other coach, for asking about that.
Well,
wow, that is huge.
Like
that is huge right there.
I had to question it because she ran into the you got to be able to give her a chance to field the ball.
No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left on base. So instead of 6-0, 2 outs, runner at first, we're out of the inning. It's still 5-0. That can have. We have got to build on the momentum of that.
Yeah.
Dodged a bullet right there. Oh, thanks for a reminder there. They're asking about who the hitting, and with Kylie due up next with her elbow, she gets through the inning fielding-wise, but I think they're going to go ahead and hit for her. It's going to be Parker Smith. So I think Parker's probably going to hit, and then maybe they re-enter Kylie.
Yeah.
All right, big moment for this freshman here.
Oh, yeah, this is a big moment right here.
And Coach Spires just had what we call revival in the dugout, a come to Jesus meeting, as we call it here in the South. No disrespect intended. That is what we call it.
Yeah.
And yeah, when Coach Spurrier retired last week, everybody said, well, we're going to miss that visor flip. All you got to do is come here and watch Coach Spires. And she's wearing a ball cap today.
Yeah.
But I've seen her take that and throw it on the ground. Double hop with both feet with fists clenched.
Oh, yeah.
She gets emotional. Parker Smith will lead it off for the Lady Bears.
Big moment for a freshman right here. Make something happen.
7, 8, and 9. Now, you know what I always say in these big games? I like a freshman up there because they're not as emotional a lot of times. Trouble. One hopper into the glove. Beats it out. The freshman gets it done.
Tell you what now, kind of almost like she's. That's a tough. That's gonna be a tough one right there now.
Wow. Mary Catherine Carter, Cat with a double earlier on, so she's 1 for 1. That was in the second inning. They're going to have a little come together in the circle. Well, don't forget Bears football Friday night, Appling County at home, and you can forget the record books on that one. Bears with another win over the weekend, and Appling took one on the chin against Cook. But you know when those two get together,
hey, it's going. That's that Appling rival.
It's going to be on like a chicken bone.
Oh, it will now.
And you know, Coach Jamie Emmons, he's back on the Appling sideline now. So this will be his first game in the series wearing red and black.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have that game for you on the network, and we'll have all games from here on out. However many. If the season ends today in softball, we got both games. If it ends tomorrow, we got all 3. If we make it back to Columbus, we'll be with you till the end.
Need to get a hit right here, Cat.
And that's the reality Coach Spires was reminding them of. Hey, if we lose this one, then we're down to an potential elimination game.
Oh, yeah.
Driving home that point. Runner at first, 0-1. Cat, swing and a miss, 0-2. Totally capable. We've seen this team come from behind before. 5 is a lot to give up in one inning, but Lady Bears shut down the Eagles in the 3rd or the 4th.
Yeah. Well, just like I said, our bats just need to get hot here.
Well, if it's a C&I hit or an infield single that gets it started, so be it. First base, throws on to second, and it's a 1-6 put out at second. And Cat beats out the back end of the potential double play. 1-6 on the put out there.
All right, Jenny, need a big hit right here out of Jenny.
So Smith is retired. Cat reaches on a fielder's choice. Now Jenny Aldridge, who grounded out to third last time around. She's back from the right side.
That was like last year she hit one out, didn't she? Was it doing playoff
She
time?
did have one. Yeah, you're
like
right.
Last year?
Yeah, thanks for. Throws it away in the right field. A quick cutoff. Cat's only able to take second, but we'll take it.
Take all we can get right now. Got to make things happen right now.
First error for the Eagles. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was thinking that was against Wayne County. Somebody hit one against Wayne.
Yeah,
but I remember the one she hit was a screamer down the third base line.
Yeah, because remember, I think she got one last year, and her daddy was all excited. He kept that ball.
You know, she's as tall as Coach Candace.
Yep.
You know, she's a little stack of dynamite, but she also had that triple in game 1 of the state playoffs in Columbus last year. It's 2-0 to Jenny. Now it's 3-0. Momentum. Marvin 3-0 is low. Walker. Jenny trots down the first. Cat stays at second. And up comes Amber Kaysen, who's wearing the collar so far today, wants to shake off 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Oh, yeah, and I'm sure Amber wants to get a hit right here, right now.
Well, you know, she had an agenda last go-around because she'd made that error. And now she's had an opportunity to realize, like, look, if I overpress, the same thing can happen again. Let's that one go.
Yep.
1-0. at that one, 1-1. We hear the rock shakers behind us.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't heard is the beating on the drum on the 5-gallon buckets. 1-1. We usually take those on the road even. 1 and 2 now.
1 and 2.
Mike called strike.
Right,
Left the bases juiced an inning to go. We don't want that again.
Oh.
In the air, right center, right fielder going back over her head. It's going to do some damage.
Oh, God, we better hold
Runner
up here.
from third. Scores a run. Double. And we're on the board. Amber gets it done.
That's about time.
Redemption.
Amber's like that clutch player. When you got to have it, she's that clutch player. Well, you know, and Ellie Day can do the same thing, too, right here.
RBI double. Scores Cat from second. Jenny over to third. She goes from first to third. Amber's at second. So now Ellie Day. Ellie's 1 for 2 with a double. Shot there and a miss. Here we come. Now we're rolling. Now we got a little bit of steam, a little bit of wind in the sail. Check swinged it, but foul. Hey, you know what? If you check swing one, that's good, because if it's an inch or two more, she's out on that play.
All right.
She'll straighten it out. Yank one between the lines now, Ellie. With Ashley due up next. Swing and a miss there. Well, that's what it does. That was the third strike instead of the second one.
All right, Ashley. Ashley need a big hit right here.
2 out, 2 on. Two big hitters. Ashley's 2 for 2, a couple of singles. And she's been a real spark plug here.
Yeah.
We talked about that last round, about how she was coming on strong in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Down low.
Yeah. 2-0 count here.
You never know when you see the other lady come in here. You never know how many innings she's good for. In the air to center field. Fielder parks underneath it. Got it for the final out of the inning.
Got to keep it down right now.
Yep. Broke the drought, though. Lady Bears scored 1 run in that inning. On the one hit, it was the double by Kaysen. There was 1 error, and we left 2 on base. We played 4 complete. Lady Bears trail it 5-1. Back at the ballpark in a minute, right after this, on your home with the Lady Bears.
Hi, Scott Howard here, voice of the Georgia Bulldogs. You know, it takes a great game plan to be the best. And for real estate in Southeast Georgia, nobody knows the X's and O's like Jonathan Coleman and Jody DuPont, your brokers at Compass 360 Realty. First-timers, forever home families, and commercial buyers and sellers all look to Jody and Jonathan to make the right call. Talk to Jonathan at 282-9414 or Jody at 288-4809 today. Compass 360 Realty. Top dogs in Southeast Georgia.
Marvin, the pitcher, leads things off. 5-1, Lady Eagles leading the Lady Bears. As we suspected, Kylie Royer back in. She hurt her arm, which made it difficult to swing the bat, obviously.
Yeah.
Parker Smith, the freshman, came on. Pinch hit, got a single. Well, it led to us getting a run that inning.
Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 spots. Marvin, Marvin, then Wortley, then Poole. Marvin's 1 for 2 with a single, but she was forced out at second. And Kim Gray, 1 and 1. Gray does not have a strikeout in this game yet. And it's 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And what it is, they've just been hitting the 2-strike pitch
And
pretty
they
well.
have. There it is again.
Grounded in the hole.
You called that one, John.
Yeah, base hit. I'm not proud to say it. I mean, it is what it is. It's they're good hitting ball team.
Right.
And one thing that Coach Spires asked me about this past week, if we were going to be able to get any game film on the network from them, I'll tell you straight up what we do. We black out all of our games once we get to the state playoffs.
Yeah.
And apparently that's what they did as well. So I don't know if Coach Spires was able to
get any.
Able to actually, watch a play or anything.
But a lot of people don't film softball games. I was going to say they need to do like football. You go in that huddle.
Well, if you do the huddle, and I thought about that very thing, where everybody trades,
But softball doesn't film a lot of the games,
Yeah, and everybody does football.
Yeah.
And it's such the point even.
And probably basketball, they probably could do that. A lot of people film basketball games.
Well, even most schools probably even, to some degree, even film football practice.
Right.
But, yeah, you make a very good point about that. But I think what needs to probably happen is for those schools within the NFHS network, and East Jackson's one of them, that do that, have some sort of an agreement, say, all right, look, we both got film, we can do it this way.
Swap film. Oh, man.
And I hit her in the ankles. So Marvin moves up to second. Wortley draws the free pass, and now Poole 0 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a grounded to third. So I know Kylie's family watching is glad that she's not hurt.
Not hurt, yeah.
And to the point where she had to come out of the game permanently. And we need our frontier folks in there.
Kind of holding that over there a little bit, so it must be kind of bothering her, though.
No ball, 1 strike.
Base hit there.
Hit it where they ain't. Relay comes to second. Everybody's safe.
No outs. Bases loaded right here.
Marvin to third. Wortley to second. Poole at first. And I say Marvin, meaning Marvin's spot. That's the courtesy runner Brooks is in there.
Yeah, we need a big play right here. No outs.
Well, Murphy's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run scored. Here they come again. Bases loaded with nobody out. If you can shut them down in order here, you can flip the momentum, hopefully.
Right, especially with bases loaded here, and just hold them right here.
Like we say in football, flip the field. Flip the diamond is what we want to do.
So they're trying to sell that one.
And she sells it more often than
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that third strike pitch is the one that she's really good about selling. 1-1. Our fielders on the left side battling the sun. They've all got the sunglasses on over there. Even Ellie's wearing a visor today in center field.
Oh, yeah.
1-2. That one's foul out of play. So Gray taking a moment here. This is another one of those 2-strike pitches. This is like the third down, fourth down play in softball.
Mm-hmm.
Let up, got away, and this run will score.
Got to be careful right here.
Yeah, 7th run crosses the plate. Runners at second, third now. But now listen, she can still come after this hitter at 2-2.
6, John.
Hey, heads up by Coach Spires there, because again, I was just saying, it's still because if she did go, then at least we get a strikeout out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But Kimberly Gray still got an opportunity to chop this hitter down.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see how well Murphy bears up. Well, there's second and third. And there's Ron Spell. Now we were talking about him earlier. This is in the air. Playable to left field. Runner going to tag or not. Cat makes the grab. Here comes a throw on the line, and she's got her! A triple play! How about that? 3 of them, baby! A triple play for the Lady Bears. How about that?
We'll take the triple, won't we?